Here we go.
Oh god, I feel so bad. I'm so cheesed and triggered for this.
It'll be alright.
Pardon me. I'll be right back.
It'll be alright. Maybe I should lower some volumes for peeps. 90.
Oh, what the fuck?
Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry about that, YouTube. YouTube. Hey, yo, special guest.
Yo.
The Paul has arrived. Man, looking jacked.
Oh, thank you, man. It's the lighting. It's all the lighting.
It's the camera angle. No, I'm kidding.
Camera
No,
angles.
man, you're looking plump in a good plump. Good plump.
You're like, thanks, you dick. No, I'm just kidding.
Negging me. Kind of tipsy right now, but let's do this.
Hey! Oh man,
Nice.
should we bust out some alky today too? Oops.
That's all you guys.
Sorry about that. Yeah, today's gonna be. I mean, next week is gonna be the really chill mukbang if you guys want to come out next week. But today we're just gonna talk about how everyone's doing, holding up. I know a bunch of you guys got your vaccines, and yeah, just talk about personal updates. Everyone's doing mental health, physical health. Hopefully Warren comes back. Snacks.
We can
I
only hope.
have my Big Mac,
Oh, nice.
and I added bacon and egg to it again, of course.
Nice.
Oh, it's gonna be. Oh man, it's all melted and stuff. Nice. Oh boy. Look at that. Look at that. Focus.
Fancy.
That looks pretty perfect.
That's a heavy top layer right there.
Yeah. Worth. Extra labor. But it'll be worth it. It's gonna be messy. Anyway. Well, Paul, we haven't seen you in a little bit.
Mm.
You got 2 doses now, 1 dose.
I've had 2 doses since January.
Oh, days. Okay. Well,
I'm a U.S. healthcare worker.
I don't know how I forgot that, but okay. How about you walk us through which one you got? How was the
Pfizer,
first
man.
one?
Champagne of vaccinations.
Champagne. Why is that champagne? Why?
Why? Because it's like, I mean, all of them are very effective, but this one had like the most efficacy, and it was like the one that's even shown to have the most protection against the variants.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The Pfizer
So is
one,
that why everyone's sought after Pfizer? Or people
Yeah.
want the one and done?
They're all good. They're all
Oh,
good.
okay.
But the Pfizer one was like the one that like everyone jokes around, and plus Pfizer makes what do you call it, Viagra, so everyone jokes around that like they know what they're doing.
Right. I mean, they make a lot. I've never really heard of Moderna before, I guess. Well, I've heard of J&J for sure. Astra I've heard of before too. So
Hairless mole rat son of a fucking dick or bitch. What?
ah! Do it.
Oh, how are
fucking
you,
muted.
Warren?
Lovely.
Warren's
Hello?
having a day. Warren's having a
Hey,
day.
bro.
Oh hey, I wasn't muted, was I?
Hey, Pogi.
Oh.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Hey, man.
Fucking.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Sorry.
Paul was just walking us through the champagne vaccine. I actually had a question. So I'm hearing different things. Is infection rate of COVID pretty much like the flu, or is it more? Is it higher?
It's more. It's higher.
Considerably.
Yeah.
Okay. And death rate
Much higher.
much higher. So why are
Much
some
higher. Than
why are
the flu.
people saying it's just like the same as the flu? Why do people say that? Is that just misinformation,
I don't
or
know why they say that, because it is much higher. If it was just like the flu, then we'd be seeing a lot of flu people in the ICU, but we don't see that.
okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, I wonder where people are getting this information.
Well, I think it's just it's trying to be comparable. not to say that it's comparable, but it's not like when you hear about like the previous outbreaks like SARS
Mhm.
and like the swine flu and the Spanish flu, like those are like not continuing. I think because they just assume that it's not like COVID's going to disappear. It's going to be around like the flu.
Going to be around like flu. So
Yeah.
when people were saying like more people have died from the flu than COVID, that's false.
That's false.
That's false.
I mean,
That's-
the flu's been around for many more years.
Yeah.
But COVID straight up, like in this year time, it's like knocked out like
Way more. Yeah.
And so, but how are you to say that some of these deaths this year? Well, no, they can't be flu deaths, because they could be attributed, right? If you have the symptoms, they're just gonna think it's COVID, but it could have been the flu this year. Likely, unlikely.
Unlikely.
Okay.
Because I mean, most flu deaths are usually just elderly, but in COVID, even you're seeing younger population right now. Like right now, mainly the ones that are taking up the ICU spaces are not the elderly; it's the younger ones now.
Okay.
Like you're looking at 30 to 40 or 30 to 50-year-olds.
And you said efficacy of even variants of like Pfizer, so they've already started making those comparisons to like.
Yeah, they've
people
been making the comparisons. I don't know if they did like the India triple variant, but at least the South African and the UK were already testing with the Pfizer one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you have any symptoms after first dose?
First dose, yes. First
What
dose,
happened to you?
I felt tired. I felt hot flashes, and a little nauseous. But that was like after a day, and like I took some Tylenol. I slept it off. And I was fine the next day. The second dose, I actually was fine after the second dose. Everyone told me that the second dose hits you harder, but I was actually like fine after the second dose.
Okay. And do you feel, that extra peace of mind, or does it still feel like you're, still cautious with masks and, what's up, guys? This is a good turnout today.
Yeah.
But like, like, are you still feeling that you still have to wash your hands for 20 seconds and, hand sanitizer and all that? Or do you feel like you're lax a bit? Are you laxed a bit? What's up?
Well, right now the CDC says like we're good to go outside without masks and right now they're even saying if you're fully vaccinated, go ahead indoors. Of course, I think there's some kind of political leaning where it's like, I think they're saying that to encourage more vaccinations. But, yeah, honestly, I feel fine. Like I've been out. I've been
Nice.
I've been kind of living life.
Masks?
I do wear a mask mainly to try and make other people feel comfortable, not so much for myself. Like honestly,
Right.
like if I see someone coming by and they're wearing a mask, I'll put on my mask. But if I'm outdoors, I won't wear a mask. And if I'm indoors, like if I'm walking around the bar and they want people to wear masks, I'll wear my mask, like fine. In between like going to the restroom or anything. But if I'm seated down with my friends and I'm eating and I'm drinking, no mask. It's like perfect.
Well, yeah. If you're eating and drinking, you're gonna have to have your mask off to consume, right?
Yeah. It's meant to make other people feel comfortable.
Okay. Sup, Kyle? Sup, Mike? We got Dan, Paul, Warr today. Kyle, I don't know if you're push to talk. Are you push to talk? Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, we're just kind of go around and talk about how everyone's doing. Paul was starting with his. Apparently, I forgot, but he got double vaccine back in January, or he's got his 2 doses already, so he's fine. He's living life. He's in Michigan.
Yep, Detroit.
Detroit, Michigan. So they got their vaccines way earlier than us. Who else got theirs? Who was after Paul?
I think Mike.
Mike was next.
I just had my first dose.
How long
March,
ago was that? March?
And then
Which
they
one?
delayed Pfizer.
Pfizer too.
And then they delayed the
Champagne.
second dose till June. So
That's not bad. I heard
That's
some
I
okay.
wait 4 months.
But okay,
3
but
months.
first dose, did you get any symptoms?
I was just tired. Tired, sore shoulder, just like a flu shot.
No runny nose, or
No.
okay.
Yeah.
You worried about the second one?
No. I've had vaccines before. So I don't
Paul
know.
said he was fine. He didn't feel anything.
Yeah, I'm not
The
too
first
concerned.
one hit me hard. Second one, I didn't really feel it.
And then, who's next?
Either
Is it
Day
War?
or
War is next. When? How long? That was pretty recent, right? Like a week ago.
Yeah, I got mine on Tuesday.
Did you feel anything after? Which one? Which one?
I got Pfizer at 10 a.m. and then I went to go play tennis at noon. I hit 2 backhands. My left arm felt funny, and then after that, it was fine.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
So Team Pfizer so far.
Gang, 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 gang.
Champagne.
Is it true that the research for mRNA has been around? It's just they've never really deployed it with something before.
I remember reading about it back in university. That was like
Oh,
years ago. Yeah. But back then it was more like a I
concept.
don't know, actually. I mean, it was like being researched. Like the theory was there. They knew what they wanted to do. I don't know. I don't think anything was applied, but I thought it was cool back then too. I was like, oh, they're getting really specific with it now. But to see it like come out now, it's like I found it was cool. Something that you learned like back in university that's applied now. I just thought that was cool. It's not like something that like, oh, yeah. There's just this thing that we're gonna try out this year.
I don't know. It's something that's been in the works. Yeah.
Okay. And then, who's next? Dan, you get yours yet, or are you getting it?
No, mine's tomorrow.
Oh,
I get
you're
my first
next.
dose tomorrow.
I think Dede got his.
Yeah.
Dede got his
Dede
pretty
got his.
recently. And,
Yeah, they just said some stuff.
oh, BrackCast. He's getting a second next week, and he didn't feel anything after first. That's good. Been hearing horror stories. I have too.
I heard horror stories about the second dose, but it was the opposite for me. Like the first, like knocked me on my ass, but the second one isn't so bad.
So is it? Are the stories social media spreading just to scare? Is it like backed? Is it like research stuff? Is it news?
Talk about the symptoms of like the
Yeah,
second
like
dose?
how people are getting messed up by the second one.
Like sick or like
I don't know. Apparently, you can still get the variant. I mean, yeah, you can still get it, right? You can still
Yeah.
get sick.
Mm-hmm.
What are those
Yeah.
numbers like? Anyone know?
so like the vaccination is usually it's like from the variants I believe it's like 85% effective or something like that. Don't quote me on that, but like I think it's like 90% for the normal. But you know, if you add the other protective factors of social distancing, masks, and everything, and herd immunity, if everyone else also is like vaccinated, your percentage of actually catching COVID is like, you know, minimal.
Right.
So
Okay, for those of you who already have it, or who are getting it very soon, how hesitant were you last year when the thought of it came up?
I wasn't.
Were you welcome, like right away, and be like, yeah, we need vaccine right away?
Well, like if you study drug trials, you know, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and how they actually go through such a thing, it's actually very meticulous. And in order to approve such things, you know, of course, would I want to be like the test subject? Probably not. But if they gone through like that rigorous of a process, then I'm not really opposed to it. You know, I've seen people try. I mean, people are trying psychedelics for shit that's not even proven either, and like they're willing to do that. Why would I be scared of a vaccination? You know what I mean? That's actually had more thorough scientific research and evidence-based medicine.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Did
And then
is it?
people are gonna
Did
say,
they
like,
skip?
I'm gonna do DMT or I'm gonna do psilocybin to treat something else, but that's hasn't gone through as much rigorous testing.
So you didn't have
Those are
speculate.
two different things, though. Completely different. Like
What's the
one you
difference?
inject into your body, and another you intake and like eat something.
So
And then
methamphetamines is something you take, one time dose even, but that changes your brain chemistry way more than something you inject in your body with a one-time dose.
Well, you talked about psilocybin. I'm just
Yeah, but just in
comparing.
general,
I'm like, they're
but
not the same.
as much research. And usually when you come to injectables, with injectables, definitely there's the concern that it's going to be in your body, but it's still the same active ingredient. And there's something to make it an injectable. It's usually attached to a lipophilic something or something that keeps it in the body, and it's released at a steady dose. So for antipsychotic medications that we do for schizophrenic patients, we prefer the injectables because it releases it at a steady dose that keeps it at a stable dose that you don't have as much side effects actually. Versus when you do oral medication, the levels tend to spike and then die off, spike and die off, placing you at more increased risk for side effects. But yeah, so just based on that kind of research, I was okay with the vaccination. But I understand like the hesitancy. It is something that's in your body, and it's something that's going to be like, has there been enough time? Has there been anything like that? But if there's this many people that's been taking it without any significant side effects, I mean, the clots, you're looking at, clots have been evident, like that has been a side effect that's been noted. If you're going to have elderly, like relatives or friends or family who smoke or who are on birth control or who live a very, sedative lifestyle, you want to tell them to like move around, walk. Even I told my aunt who's predisposed to clots, please every hour at least walk 3-5 minutes, every hour. So make sure you don't have clots from this type of medication. So this type of thing. So
When you guys were tired after that first dose, did you force yourself to go out and go for walks and stuff? Work out?
no.
No?
It was only just one night for me. Just slept through it.
Okay.
Luckily, I was off that day, I think.
So Paul, you sound very informed about that whole process, and I know drug trials and phases, it is a rigorous process, but you didn't feel the rush, obviously, and there could have been some steps skipped, or maybe human trials wasn't as long as it should have been, or what? What do you think?
So phase 3 is when you actually look at side effects of the medication. Phase 1 is when you're looking at like therapeutic dosing and things of that sort. So they do these trials, and of course these trials, when you're doing these trials, these are the patients, the people that sign up for them know what they're going through. There's like all this whole ethical background that typically has to go through. You can't do it on prisoners or jailed people or anything like that. It has to be on people who are actually willing to take this medication, and if they're pregnant, then they have to be willing to sign for that and all that sort of thing. I understand people's hesitancy to trust the process. There's, honestly, medical history is dark as shit. Like you got Tuskegee trials, you got a bunch of other problems that cause this sort of thing, and it's terrible. But I understand the drug hesitancy. I understand all that sort of thing. This, I think, was like something, this COVID that affected the whole entire planet. And this is something that everyone was kind of like, we need a cure, or not a cure, we need a vaccination so that we can actually determine if this is going to work. I don't think there was so much of a, hey, let's test, like any malicious process more towards it. I think it was more of an actual, hey, let's try and prevent this and let's try and get over this so we could recover everything, obtain a sense of normalcy again. So I don't see the issue with it.
Fair. Hey, I'm glad you're feeling good. No, didn't, and that do you feel better than you did last year about life?
I mean,
guess?
like,
Do you feel normal again? Are you like 80% normal now? 85% normal now?
I feel normal. I mean, like, my health is fine. I've never had COVID, so like,
Right.
but I do have friends who've had COVID, and literally like their cardiovascular functioning, their breathing, and everything is not the same.
Can they still get vaccinated now?
Yeah, they can still get vaccinated, but like, it's not the same because like the damage that COVID actually does to their like respiratory system and everything. Of course, this is up to each individual of whatever the risks and benefits. I'm not going to force vaccinations on anyone. I'm not going to force it. It's personal choice. But like I think everyone can make a general thing of like risks and benefits. Even as a physician, like when I talk to my patients, I'll tell them completely risk and benefits of each medication. Do you want this or not? You have a choice.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, cool. I like the update, at least health-wise. Who wants to go next? I mean, sorry, like last thing though before next person goes, but Paul, physical activity-wise, like exercising, diet, you lose weight, gain weight, like what was that like last?
Oh, I mean, I'm doing all right with that. I mean, I was peak like fitness in May. Then I figured like no one is seeing this body, so what the fuck am I doing this for? Like, I got down to like
this May or last May?
This past May, like last year.
Last year, okay.
I was down to like 10-11% body fat, and
wow.
like, yeah, because I was doing P90 insanity like nonstop.
Yeah.
And I was actually counting my macros and dieting, but like, and then I had a trainer. So my friend is a trainer, so he put me on my plan and everything. And then like, in order to reach the next level, he was like, you have to count how much salt and water you intake. And I was like, F that. I'm not seeing people, I'm not really going out like that. Like, what's the point, Like, I figured there's no point to it. Let me just live life again. So let me just eat again. So I started doing that. So, I mean, right now, like, I'm trying to cut again, but everything's open, and everyone wants to go out, and I want to go out.
And just eat and drink, yeah.
Yeah, like, right now I'm kind of drunk, so I just came from the bar.
What's up, guys? Yo,
Nice.
just quick side thing. Neela says, what up, y'all? Brent sent me this. What's up, Neela? Woo!
Ooh, Neela.
Just came from the bar. I'm so jealous. I just did my liquor run that I haven't done in like 6 months. So I just restocked. It'll be another 6 months.
Here, man. Honestly, this would be fun just to like do this over some pictures or something. It'd be fun.
Yeah, I know. That'd be nice. Rub it in.
Drunk hot tub stream done.
But isn't like it's just Ontario that's locked down? Like, what about like the other provinces?
I think Ontario's the worst, right? I don't know. Warren, how is Alberta?
Yeah, Warren, how are you doing out there?
Your bar's open?
Saskatchewan's good.
Neela's drunk too.
So where I am, we go by Saskatchewan, and we can still go out. We've been able to go out to eat and stuff the whole time. Like, they didn't close down dine-in. They did at some point, but not for long. Otherwise, we've been able to. I've been going to work like normal. I've been going out to eat every so often. I don't know. It's pretty chill in Saskatchewan. I think Alberta's got it worse, but not as bad as Ontario. Because I think in Alberta, you can still go out to eat and stuff. I think you could even go to the movie theaters.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I think. I can't remember.
But all establishments, all the employees, workers, servers, they all still wear masks, I'm guessing.
Indeed.
Even here.
Okay.
Even when after all this is like, quote unquote normal, I'm still wearing a fucking mask. I'm
Neela was
enjoying
just
wearing a
wondering
mask around.
Who's the mask? Now she knows it's you.
It's your boy FJ.
Okay.
Giselle.
I'm just surprised, just a random side note, that there weren't more, like, robberies in the last year because of the masks.
What?
Well, more people are at home. So how are you going to rob them if everyone's staying at home?
No, dude, not robberies at home, but, like, going to, like, like a convenience store or like a gas
no money
station.
to steal
or-
anymore.
No one's
So many
paying.
places went out of business. They got nothing to steal except for goods.
What? I
But
mean,
that's such a random thought. Just
it is.
because
I
we
said it was random. It's masks.
That's so random.
Can't identify who you are.
No, that's
All
a
these
good
ro-
point, though, because like a lot of people are unemployed, sadly, because of the pandemic.
So they'd steal.
Like, yeah, I would think that there would be. I don't know. I haven't looked at the statistics, but I would think that there would probably be.
It's not
their
in the
fear
news.
of COVID
It's definitely
is
not in the
higher than
news.
their fear of getting caught.
I don't know how much masks played a role, but like crime really increased in Trinidad, and I think that
Oh.
was just more people, like you said, like out of work, have no money, and they're just more willing to
Oh,
rob
desperation.
somebody.
Ah.
Like at
I
one point,
think-
it was kind of bad. Like you'd like take somebody's car, and you just. This is years ago when I was young, and they would just park it like 2 blocks down, and they'd just make you pay ransom, and they'll give you your car back. Like it was.
Wow.
It was like a normal thing that. It was like a normal play that people would do, and I think like recently, this past week, like someone robbed a store like in the middle of the day, like noon. Like not even night. Just right in the middle of the day. Yeah. So I think has been some impact, but I don't know if it's like, hey, we have masks now, let's go rob. No, I think it's more desperation from lack of funds.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And no government assistance over there at all.
No
I
social
think there,
assistance
I think
program.
there might be a little bit, but nothing like what we have here.
Right.
And Ren says there's a rise in cybercrime, which I would also believe.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's
That's
just
like
with more people online, is more people putting their stuff online. And then more resources being put into getting this information.
That's what's causing the gas shortage right now. Cybercrime.
Gas shortage?
You didn't see that? Here in the U.S., like there's like a gas shortage because like there was a ransomware attack on some pipeline or something.
Oh.
Yeah. So gas prices are like insane right now.
I heard, a friend mentioned it tonight that he said the pipeline is back online.
Oh, good.
And, but you saw a bunch of images and videos on Reddit of people trying to pump more gas than usual because they were anticipating like the price like doubling, because it is a kind of a thing, when the inevitable happens, the hyperinflation, and like gas is the first thing that everyone's gonna want to stock up on, and so you got some people trying to prep for that.
Yeah.
And toilet paper.
Yeah, exactly. It's a toilet paper thing all over again. Toilet paper.
Yeah, Neil is saying lots of businesses being robbed, people are unemployed and in the streets and desperate. Yeah. All right. Who wants to go next? Tell us how y'all doing, health-wise. Mental. Oh yeah, like dating too. Like, you were working out back in May. Then you're like, I mean, doesn't that have to do with like the whole dating scene? And then, so what? You didn't date for like the rest of the year, and then I don't know.
No, I had a girlfriend.
Oh, right.
And then we broke up.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of seeing someone now.
Ah,
I've been dating.
it's the
But I'm seeing
comfort. You
Yeah. I'm
getting
seeing
comfortable, you don't have to try and get ripped anymore.
someone. Yeah, pretty much. But like, yeah, it's kind of nice because I did notice that like in the beginning of the pandemic, like, or like every single like big wave, no one was really down to like talk or meet or anything. And then as things are opening up now, like it seems like more people are more open, down to chill.
Really? Hasn't
Yeah.
been working for me yet. Oh, right, because we're still in lockdown.
Come to the
Right.
US. Come to the US. Come to the US. Honestly, like I keep saying, man, you'll kill it here.
Wow.
I keep saying that.
Who knows? All right, who wants to? Come on, somebody. Am I just gonna call someone out?
Did you go?
I'm eating. I want to eat. Like I've been talking and I want to eat. I mean, I can go, but then my food will get even more.
All
cold.
right, I can go. What are we talking about?
Just it's like so. Just personal updates. How you it fared last year? How is it compared to now? Has there been a change? Any evolution to like mental state, physical health state, financial state?
Mine's pretty rough. I have not had a job since like I got laid off a year and a half ago. On that front, I still have aspirations for learning a bit more about trading. So maybe I can become a day trader. I don't know, but I'm trying. That's been a recent thing. That's been this month I started. Sorry, no, the last month. And so this is my second month. Not a good start because I could, like, health-wise, like a week ago, Friday, when I drank, like, I drank too much. And I've basically been in bed since then. So I think only yesterday I've started to feel good. So now I'm like, all right, this, it's just funny because like you were talking about, man, I just want some pictures. And like in my head, I'm like, fuck it, I can never drink again. I can't, like.
You always say that.
That part of the phase, yeah, that part is a phase.
I know,
Yeah,
and I
okay,
know
yeah,
that
you'll
I
never
always
drink
say
again.
that.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I'm like, man, I have to do something. So here I go again, right? So yeah, so there's that part of my life that wants to try harder to not drink. It has a very negative impact on my life, so I think at some point it has to stop.
Has the past year made it harder? Or
Yeah.
did it feel even easier? Oh, okay.
Well, it's easier to just decide to drink one night and just like sit here and just drink. Like I never drink alone. I'm always like online with y'all, like having fun. When I'm drinking, it's never bad, but I know what's coming. Like I know now, and I'm like, every time I decide to drink, I'm like, I'm gonna be in bed for like 5 days, and it just doesn't make me feel good. So I'm like, I have to be able to, you know, if I have a rough day or not feeling well and I feel to drink, I have to be able to just not and just be cool and just try to be positive. And it's been hard because I haven't been going to the gym. The gym was a really nice outlet for me back when I was pumping, and then they shut down, so I can't really push weight. Can I do push-ups and crunches and squats? Yeah, but the motivation to do that hasn't been there. I think with good weather, it will make a change for me because weather, like hot weather, it has a direct impact on my physical fitness every year. So I'm just waiting for that. I was outside today, went for a little jog today, but then big, so yeah, I mean, life has been kind of in a like, I'm definitely at a low for these past, let's say year, like almost a year, because at the beginning of the pandemic, I was like, I was happy almost. I was like, not happy being locked up, but I was, actually no, it was like before the pandemic hit and everything locked down, and I had gotten laid off, so I had a bunch of money, and I could go to the gym every day, and like, weather was turning, and I had that spring, and then, like, I was having a good time, and then after the trip to DR, then everything shut down. Basically, it was like right when we came back, and then that's when it's like, oh, okay, no gym, and then I just like slowly like lost all my gains, and I don't know. Sometimes I spiral, and sometimes I dig myself out, and then it's kind of like a stock market, you know. I go like this. Sometimes I go real high, and sometimes I go real fucking low. So That's probably my update. Yeah, probably the biggest one is the alcohol and my recent. This, you know, like if I am to try and trade and do well and have a good sleep cycle, alcohol just can't be a part of my life at all, or else it just. So if trading ever becomes my livelihood, or if I even get a job, like it just can't. So, you know, I have to start making like really big decisions soon.
I think you mentioned that kind of like threshold, right? Like knowing when to stop. Could it be, you know, more like limiting what beforehand? I don't know, because I know some people will go with like they'll open a bottle and then you just continue until the bottle's done, versus maybe a couple cans of beer or something. I don't know. Could it be something that limits you by quantity access? Maybe not do a bottle, so then it's easier to stop, or I don't know.
I would say that I've experimented enough to know myself well enough to say that that does not work on me. And if I buy 6 cans and I drink them and we're having a good time and somebody else bought some more, I will ask that person if I'm feeling good. Like if I have like 2 beers and like a few, I can actually stop. But if I actually feel good and I'm having a good time and I want to keep going, I will ask for more even if I drink all my own stuff. So if I bring a Mickey and I drink the Mickey and I want to drink, I'll find some more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
And I've done this multiple times. So I'm just a different, like it's a type of alcoholism when you just binge without it's a slippery slope, because I feel good, I'm in control, I feel great, and I just keep drinking, so it looks fine, like it looks like I can take one more, and it looks like I can take one more, and then all of a sudden it's over. And I'm drinking rum like it's orange juice. So yeah, so it's always been an issue with me. So just I think at this age, I think I'm I'm actually at like a crossroads now, and I think I know what I have to do.
Okay. That's good, I guess. Is this like a turning point, a positive turning point? I mean, it's warming up. Hopefully that's incentive too.
I hope so.
Yeah.
No, I hope it is. I hope it is. And like, I know I was saying the one compromise I would have is like, if we go to an all-inclusive, maybe I let myself go, knowing that I'll come back and just sleep for a week. Maybe, because I know I'm not an alcoholic as in I would need a drink the next day and the next day and the next day. It's just like, I could just stop drinking. That's fine. When I start, I cannot stop.
Yeah.
Just do it on the very last. You should do it on the very last day, so you remember the first few days. And then
well, you start when you get there.
It's generally one night. There's one night, and it's usually the second night where I black out.
When settled, yeah.
Then you just waste a day. I mean, in my mind, I imagine I'd waste a day because you're paying for like a week, right? You lose a day, you're paying more for those other 6 days.
For sure.
Generally, yes, I do waste a day.
It's not a choice.
But in my head, in my head, it's worth it. But you know, whatever.
Oh man, I miss it. I really want to go again. I could go right now.
I could too. Like I was about it pretty much every day. I'm like, I really want to go on a beach. I really want to be on a beach and just swim in the sea and just talk to random people without masks.
I'd probably still wear masks.
I won't.
Would I?
You're outside.
I'm not getting a
Drinking all the
mask.
time, though. Well, I'm drinking.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you're drinking all
swimming
the
with
time
a
and
mask.
eating. Yeah, no, you're not gonna. No, you're right.
No,
you're
when I
right.
was on the beach, I wasn't wearing a mask.
No, for sure. You're outside.
Dede sends a funny message. Remember how he wanted to try every drink on the menu at the bar? He's like, I'm gonna try every one of those.
I will start there. I think Dede got the furthest. He must have got like maybe halfway, maybe.
Well, I didn't try that. I just
Oh,
had
I wish I did.
I drank the same.
I wasn't
thing
part
all-
of that.
I just rum and ice, man. That's all I need.
Marcello.
Mas.
Mas. Mas.
Triple. Oh, where'd he go? Anyway, sorry guys for those wondering. Warren had to go. He apologizes, but he'll join us again. I think next week. Something came up. And Paul's back. All right. Anything else? I mean, we can kind of like go physical first, and then I guess we could talk financials after or something, or mental. I don't know. Do you guys want to do phases? So there's like turns.
I pretty much gave you all everything.
Okay.
Physical, I mean, I lost all my gains.
Yeah. Did you
You
feel
look
though
at
that
Rick, though.
like you
You
came
look at
back
cut.
a little bit, and then you like lose it again?
I didn't have any fat. Like I eat well, as in
Yeah,
portion.
are you dieting?
I just don't eat much. And especially because I don't work out, I envision my daily calories I would need. So I'm pretty sure I'm still on like a calorie deficit.
Yeah. I have to count my macros like religiously if I wanted to like get ripped, like
Get
or
cut?
Get cut. Yeah, because like I'm a mesomorph and I just
Yeah. And I'm jealous. I wish I were a meso.
You don't
No,
want
I wish
to.
I was you, man. Like I wish I
Yeah.
could just get.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Shut
I'd
up.
rather-
No one wishes you were ecto and can't gain weight and
I don't know, man.
stay at
So,
weight
man,
forever.
like, oh god.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah, but if you wanted to just cut, did you do intermittent fasting, Paul? Ever?
No, like I've done the like I count my macros because I can't do intermittent fasting. Like I tried fasting for Lent alone, and I was like, "Fuck this! I can't. Like, I really can't. Like I need rice. Like I need rice. I need all this stuff."
Yeah.
And when I started counting my macros, I got ripped. Like I was very happy with how I was looking. You know.
But were you happy with how you ate?
Yeah, very. Because like
Oh.
when you're counting macros, like it's actually a lot of food.
Oh, okay.
It's actually a lot of food. And I felt like I had energy throughout the day and everything. But I was eating very clean. Like it's like rice, chicken, vegetables. And like that's like it, you know? And like breakfast was like egg whites and turkey bacon and like you know, and oatmeal. And like it's very, very clean. But yeah, like in order for me to actually like, you know, decrease my body fat and, you know, I have to do that sort of thing. And like I have to, you know, I can't do intermittent fasting. I just don't have the willpower like at all. Like if I'm trying to do intermittent fasting and I see a donut, I'm gonna eat a donut. Like
Yeah.
I'm 1 hour
You
into
do
it.
Donut.
Donut.
Donut, eat it.
That's funny. It's they just yesterday, McDonald's released a whole bunch of new coupons for the week, and I wanted to take advantage of the breakfast ones, but you have to buy them in the morning, which is when my window is. So I ended up going, and I was like, I was gonna cut my fast short that day, but I was like, so I went and got it, brought it home, added the extra bacon and egg that I always do by making it at home, and then I just was like, you know what? If I choose to sleep now, because I hadn't slept yet, I put it in the toaster, I left it there, and I went to sleep for like 8 hours. So when I woke up, I reached 23 hours. I was like, all right, now I can enjoy what I just got.
Sleep through your fast.
Well, no, I already had fasted like 12 by then, and then by taking that extra, finally going to sleep. Yeah, I was able to enjoy that and still have my fast. So anyway.
so like my question for like I know you guys intermittent fast, like does it affect your guys' social life?
Well, there's no social life.
What
right
social
now.
life do I have?
I mean, like, I mean,
This is the
Dan,
easiest
you got a
time.
girlfriend and everything. Dan, you have a girlfriend and stuff. Like, is she intermittent fasting as well, or do you guys like?
She doesn't. I haven't fasted in a while, but I mean, that has never affected social life. Because usually, when I met her, I would just be working. So,
Yeah.
it didn't really matter. Even when we were on quarantine and like the first part of quarantine when we were doing P90 and I was still fasting, I still saw her on the weekend, but they, they'd ask, they're like, "Are you eating?" And I'm like, "No." Or if I go there for dinner, I'd have dinner at the house, and then afterwards, they're like, "Did you want dessert or anything?" And I'm like, "No, I'm fasting." So
Yeah, the sad part is I give up on brunch. I do like brunch, but I haven't had brunch in a very long time.
And like intermittent fasting, like how do you guys have the energy to work out? Like,
It's actually that's optimal to work out in a fasted state.
Yeah, personally, I have more energy, like way more energy working out fasting.
that's amazing because like I'm like dead. Like I feel like I can't lift. I feel like I can't like do
Well,
shit.
that's
I can't
because
lift.
you're not in ketosis, most likely, and you're
No.
crashing because you
Yeah.
need the
Yeah,
insulin.
your body's like,
You're
"Where's the
not-
food,
you're
dude?"
not actually doing fasts.
Yeah.
When you're fat, when you're in ketosis, it's like you're burning fat. You're not hungry, and you just want to rage. Like, well, not rage, but like
I'm mad at my body.
you know, yeah, you want to rage,
I hate
but
my
you do
life.
have a lot
I
of.
hate my life.
I'm just carbs.
I love it. I love the lifestyle because like working out fasted was like the greatest thing I ever discovered.
Barbarian rage, man. That's barbarian rage. Like,
Yeah, like you could get to that next level easier when you're hungry. I don't know. For me,
no, that makes
you
sense.
push that extra rep easier when you're not like if you eat before. In my experience, if you carb up before you work out, I always felt
heavy.
heavy. Yeah,
Lethargic.
I'm like,
Yeah.
like if I chug something or eat a sandwich, I'm like, I need these
Yeah.
carbs for my
Even like a
workout. You know?
smoothie.
It
Even a
never worked.
smoothie was
It never
like,
worked.
yeah.
I
It
mean,
was always after.
for me, it'd be like, it wouldn't be a heavy meal. It'd be like a banana or some oatmeal before I worked out. Like, it wouldn't be like a super
Just
heavy
cut
meal.
that. Try without.
No, so you know what? I think since I'm traumatized, because there's been a couple times where I tried fasted workouts, like in the mornings, and I swear I became hypoglycemic, and I was like, pretty much throwing up and like lying down on the floor of the like locker room, like I couldn't get up.
Well, the
Damn.
thing is,
Oh.
Like I had no energy to even chew. Like when I like somehow
how-
made it through breakfast.
How long had you done it though?
Hmm?
At that point, like how many days in a row had you been doing that regime?
That was like 2 days in a row only.
Okay,
Because I was
so
earlier.
the body hadn't adapted yet to the new diet regime. Like it wasn't there yet. They're like, "Where's the food, man?" And you can't expect me to work the same if you're not giving me the same thing that I'm used to.
Yeah.
So it has to be kind of a transition period of like what 2 to 4 weeks for your
Something
body
like
to
that.
be like
Yeah.
to like, oh,
To adjust.
this is what you're doing now, and it's like,
You-
okay.
if you read about ketosis and like the keto diet, there is such a thing as the keto flu, which is when
Yeah.
you start only eating fat. Your body is like, it basically rejects it. It's like, what the hell are you doing? I think when you do intermittent fasting, there is a little period of like adjusting. When you're sitting there and you're starving, and your body's like, "Give me the food. What are you doing? Well,
Yep.
give me the food." And then you just have to get used to being hungry, basically.
The
Because
first month was hard, dude. Like,
at some
Yeah.
point, the hunger just is gone.
I don't know, man. Like I've had 25 years of being a chubby kid. Like I don't know if
I get it. I cannot relate. I got
oh, true.
7 years of being a twig.
25 years of a chubby kid. I don't know if I can give up my carbs and my. Oh.
I think. Oh, that's the thing. Okay, see, you what you're saying. Give up your carbs. It's not keto diet. It's not. At least what
Yeah.
I'm doing. Necessarily, some people might frown upon what I do, but if I didn't do my intermittent throughout this COVID, I'm sure I would have blown up 15, 20 pounds. But because I'm not as active nearly as before. yeah, I've maintained the weight. Sure, my muscle mass has probably decreased. I've lost some energy, a lot of energy. I'm out of shape right now, but I haven't gained because my window of eating is so small. What I I choose to do this so I can eat whatever I want when that window opens. It's not exactly healthy, but I am getting the calories that I need to. I don't know. My body is taking in those calories when it needs for nutrition, but I am burning fat at a longer fasted window, like 18 to 23 hours a day. I'm hitting of not eating, and then when the window opens, I just eat and eat until the window closes, and then again, I just do that over again. And yeah, like I didn't blow up. Like I was fat. I'd say, what, like
I don't think you guys have been fat.
7 years ago? No, dude. After high school, university, I'd been 140 for like all through high school, all the way to the end of university, and within, I don't know, like 6-7 years after, I had gained 25 pounds. Like I
Sorry,
gained.
I have nothing because dating. Go ahead.
Oh,
Funny.
Fresh 15 was a joke. COVID 50 is where it's at.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't mean to.
Oh
cut
my
you off. I
God,
just thought I couldn't
50.
hold back.
No, I've seen it. Oh my god, I've seen some of our other friends. I won't call out names, but I'm worried for them. It's like, who ate you? Like someone ate you. Oh man, Dede, I'm not talking about you. Don't worry. But like, I'm worried. Like, yeah. So,
I was worried about Dede, but the last time I saw him, he looked great.
oh, you're
So
worried
I'm
about
pretty-
Dede or not? Or
Dede lost a bunch of weight from when he was big.
did you?
I'm pretty sure.
Did you gain more? Or
Answer.
No, he looked lean. His face looked lean. I was like, oh, Dede, he fixed himself.
You
Pretty
mean
Fixed
on
himself.
on chat? He looked lean.
Well, no, when I look at him like play video games and stuff, when he's streaming and stuff, I saw him.
Okay. Let's see what he says.
So good I know that.
I know what I saw. I didn't see the chubby face Dede anymore. I'm pretty sure he lost something.
But I've seen photos of myself, like 28 to 31. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't believe I let myself go like that. But that
You
was,
can't even find the photos that I put like from like in Waterloo. Like I erased that. Like, I like erased it.
I feel
Like-
Paul knows what it's like to actually be fat. Not like not to like have more fat than you should, but like to be
to feel fat.
really fat. To like
I
to
don't
be
think
fat.
Paul was never that fat.
I don't think Paul
No,
was
I was
fat.
No, I
Paul.
was with you, man.
At my heaviest. Okay, for 5'4", my heaviest, I was at 190 pounds.
Okay, that's a lot.
190.
No, but that wasn't sustained. That wasn't. I know that was sustained because we were in university together for 4 years.
Yeah, I know.
I don't remember.
How do you hit 190?
But there is
at one?
There is a big
I had
difference
no
now.
neck, I had no jawline. I remember. Like, oh.
190 is pretty heavy.
That's.
Yeah.
I can't even fathom being that heavy in
Yo,
my height.
it was bad. And like, remember, Mike, when I was in Waterloo, like I would fall asleep in class.
We
and
all
all this stuff.
I fell
No, no,
asleep.
but
We're all like, yeah.
I go to class
Problem.
to sleep.
And like I would snore, and like it's when I lost weight that I realized like, hey, I just had sleep apnea because I was fat. Like,
Yeah.
it was just, it was bad,
Yeah.
dude. It was
No, there's a
bad.
big difference now than when you were in university, though. I do notice.
Yeah, it's a big glow up. So,
Yeah.
but I still feel like a fat kid. Like,
Wait, big difference? What do you mean? Like his physique?
Like, yeah.
Oh yeah. You got super cut too. Was Dominica? Was that like one of part of
Yeah.
the transition? Yeah.
Yeah, so once I went to
Med
med
school.
school, my friends in med school were the most fit people in the world. Like, I was the duff. Like, I was straight up the duff. Like, I was the dumb, ugly, fat friend. Like, straight up. All right?
It's like the engineers at Waterloo.
My friends in med school, they had
forgot
12
about-
packs. They were the most D's people in the world. And these were, like, the guys I was in class with. And, like, even the girls were, like, crazy fit. And I figured, like...
And it's a beach. It's a beach. like, culture.
It's a beach place. So like I had to like work out, and
Yeah.
I remember coming back, like one of our friends, Sheena, she's a mutual friend of like Mike and I, and she threw this party, and I went to it, and this guy I used to work at Spring Rolls with didn't even recognize me. Like, I lost that much weight. He didn't
That's a
even
win. That's a W.
but no, like it's weird because like psychologically, I'm kind of messed up in that sense, or it's just like, you know, I was like, damn, I was so ugly. It's like, I can't like, yo, trust me, it's so weird. Like it's so weird. I can't like, I can't even look at that like past self. Like I just, it's so like cringe to me.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
get
I mean, I
triggered.
knew you when you were super young. I don't even remember how that happened. And then somehow I met you again in Waterloo after my time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we played ball maybe a little bit in Waterloo. Anyway, I don't remember. Anyway. But yo, man, good job. Good job.
I still feel like inadequate.
Inadequate.
What a word.
The standards, you're setting your own
No, you
standards.
Feel that way, bro.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Who's up?
Well, for me, I'm the complete opposite of Paul. I'm actually
No.
at my heaviest. I think I'm at my heaviest right now. I think
No,
I've
you're
reached
not.
200.
You-
Yeah,
you-
I think I've reached 200.
You don't look it though.
Well, I know. I'm pretty sure I can get out of it, but I am my heaviest because like I don't work out at all. I eat whatever I want. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the way it is, man.
Did
I'm
COVID
so
do
used to
that?
being on the computer, huh?
Did COVID time do that or what? Like,
I guess so, because before I used to climb, right?
Oh, true.
and hike.
Yeah.
And then
I
once
guess.
once winter came, there's no gyms, no going out. The most activity that I do is walk Kodiak. So, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not too concerned. I think I'll head back.
Yeah,
It's
because
summertime. Once I'm starting, once I'm going out, then I'll be like, oh, for sure, I gotta start. Because I want to be able to climb. I want to be able to climb. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. It's just that I'm so used to like being at the computer all the time, and it's not like I'm sad. Like it sucks that I'm the heaviest now, but I'm not too concerned about it right now.
But you look like your jaw looks more like defined than like I've seen you like other times.
Oh, because I've been eating, so
The muscle
I
in the
work out.
jaw.
yeah.
But I was gonna agree. I was gonna say that too. Like I feel like I've seen you bigger, like fatter.
Yeah.
I do remember it now. Now that I thought
Maybe
that.
maybe you got some muscle under there, and that's why you're.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that could be it. That could be it.
Either way, I think we've all been worse. It's all
I agree.
Yeah,
I
we'll-
agree.
I will never go back to that. What I had that I felt was bad. Like that was bad.
And for me, similarly with FJ, it's not even as bad as that. When I went up and I blew up to like 165.
Yeah, that's me. That was me.
Holy shit.
That was me. That was me too.
At fat. That was the fattest I've been. I probably had the heart or the liver of like maybe a 60, 70-year-old. I felt really unhealthy. And that's when I even like a skinny guy like me had like a double chin. Like if I did this, it would be like rolls. And it was when I disappeared to Trinidad. I went to Trinidad and I just stayed there for like 3 months. And I just drank. There was a time where I think I drank like 30 some days in a row.
When was that?
And, I think it was 2008. I can't remember now. 2000. I can't remember. I should know this though. I want to say 2008 because that was one of my 3-month trips. And
Okay.
like, Day's laughing because blowing up to 165 or whatever.
I know,
It
that's
it
like-
seems
that's like a
ridiculous.
good-
That's
but,
mine. That was mine too.
Yeah.
But when
my
you're
goal too. Shit.
it's weird because when you have my body type, it is strange. Like an ectomorph, it's hard for me to gain weight, and so when I actually put on like 25 pounds of fat, it's terrible. Like absolutely terrible.
I'm just like,
It's so bad.
Awful.
So yeah, I mean, like, I think the biggest thing though is how I felt on the inside. Like I felt like I was dying.
Mm.
I felt. That's what I don't want to go back to. I want to get to 165 muscle. That would be the dream. But when I was 165, eating fried chicken and doubles and curry and just all the worst shit every day, all day.
Oh, shit, that's what I eat.
So like,
I felt like I was dying.
isn't that like the best green light? It's just like your green light is just like, yo, I could just eat as much protein.
Exactly.
as possible.
All you have to do is work out.
And eat protein, like
Well, the thing is,
like.
if I really wanted to gain weight, I could. It's just very expensive.
Oh yeah.
To morph, and I can't afford that. So I just have to do what I can to stay healthy. Like me getting to where I was when I went to DR, that was like
a
the
lot of work.
strongest, probably the biggest, most muscular I've ever been. And that took me a slow build that took like 2.5 years or something. Like it was crazy.
Dan?
I am definitely at my biggest.
What?
Yeah,
It doesn't look like it.
because I
Yeah,
haven't.
yeah, honestly, I don't. Like,
I haven't
From
worked out
Manitoba, dude?
in so long. Well, okay, see that's the difference I think between here and pre-Winnipeg. Like I was at my fittest, like right before quarantine, or even the beginning part of quarantine. So like I'm sure I built muscle since then. So, but like I'm at my heaviest again, just because like I haven't fasted in a while, stopped exercising. You know, there's
So you just have
I don't
layers
know.
on top of the fitness
yeah.
that you can lose.
It's in there somewhere. It's hiding. It's hiding. And like when Kyle was talking about the double chin, I'm like, oh yeah, thank God I have a beard. This helps. Yes, yes. It's hidden. It's hidden. But yeah, like
happily in relationships, does that really like contribute to?
yeah.
I think
Oh
it
my
does.
gosh,
I know I could easily use that as an
Oh my
excuse,
gosh,
but I mean,
yeah. Mike's like,
but I mean, like, I don't know. I was always like I was working out before. It's just a mindset thing. I just haven't been in the mindset to actually work out, and that's it.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think that's a pit that a lot of us are in through this COVID thing. It's so hard to get into that kind of motivation when life just feels like it's just being sucked out of you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I feel like, well, vitality. Okay, yeah, lately. Maybe because this is probably the biggest rut I've been in, fitness-wise. Like you guys too. We were all kind of going through like Max Murphs and stuff, and before DR, we were all really driven physically before DR. And then when I got back, I maintained it a bit. And then, I mean, yeah, I guess with what happened earlier last year with the relationship, a little bit of depression kicked in, so lost motivation. That's when I think fitness kind of dipped for me a bit. But then I had some drive because I was trying to go back on the apps. So I was like, okay, well, I gotta look good. So that was the drive for me to like kind of bounce back. Didn't last very long. And then something happened over the winter where again, the summer was bad. The fall was bad. I just wasn't fit. You know what it was? It was probably snowboarding because it was like I wanted to be a better snowboarder in the winter. So I started doing the whole like daily 100 push-ups, 100 squats thing, and 100 crunches or whatever, and I did that for like 100 days straight, and I was feeling really good. And then the running group started, and I was like pushing running. And then I had one really bad day where I hit the wall really bad running. And since that day, like 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, I stopped everything. It's so bad. I feel weak. I did one round, like I teach breaking weekly. I did one set. And I was like, holy crap, man. I'm like sweating. And even the kid too, because I mean, he, he was going to school, being active, and then all of a sudden they're all at home all the time on the computer. Definitely this whole computer thing. I'm on this computer all the time, so I'm just sitting. And I don't want to go outside. Well, mainly because I sleep during the day, and then I don't go out at night, and then so yeah, I'm in a rut physically too. I should check my weight. I'm probably up a bit, but you know, luckily, fasting, intermittent fasting is keeping it kind of in check. But if I'm eating McDonald's almost every day for 3 weeks, oh, I'm worried about the fuel, the energy. It's probably not the best. Yeah, I gotta bounce back. I think I will. I feel like
Yeah, eventually.
I'm on a. I'm at the bottom. I hit the bottom of that roller coaster, and I think it's gonna climb again. It's gonna climb again. I'm just stuck. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for things to change, so things can happen. And until the scenario changes, I feel like nothing will happen. So it's like, what am I motivated to do right now besides wait? And I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate
That's
waiting.
That's why I stopped like going hardcore last week. It's like, what's the point? You know. So.
But now, are you working out again?
I'm kind of seeing someone, so that's kind of like interfering.
Now he's gaining weight, yo.
Now you got cardio. I get it.
He wants to go eat out all the time.
Well, also because like now things are open, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to go out because like I haven't gone out, and so like that's been like a struggle. And plus, also like everyone's trying to reward healthcare heroes. We get a lot of free food at work,
Nice.
so it's like it's kind of like
Solid.
There's like Panera bread here with like cookies and shit, and like cookies are the absolute worst. And they have like, you know, free
baked
food trucks
goods.
coming to the hospital, and I'm like, oh god, you know. So that stuff gets in the way, but yeah.
Day, why wait though? Just do it now, and when it opens up, you can be peak ready already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy
Get
to
ready
say.
for it. Perfect time.
Easy to say. I'm trying. I'm throwing in a set here and there when I'm like, it's just not where it was. It's nowhere near where it was, and I need to go back.
Yeah, I tried
That
push-ups
is
the
like-
other day. It was sad.
It was sad. I'm afraid to do pull-ups. I'm afraid to try pull-ups again and be like,
Oh
oh.
god, I haven't even touched that. I'm too
I
scared.
did one.
Oh,
did
yeah.
one, and I'm like, I could still do one. I felt so happy. I couldn't do two. It was very sad.
man.
Oh man. Okay.
But at least with like all you guys, it's like when you guys take a step back, it's not like you guys are progressing completely back. Like it's just like,
Yeah, it's in our. I think it's in our. Something's in there. We have foundation now, at least that
Yeah.
we can bounce back to.
Yeah.
Right?
I hope-
It's
Muscle
just
memory.
Hiding. It's hiding. It's in there.
It's dormant.
Somewhere.
It's just hibernating.
When I'm working out with like my friend Ben, that like Mike knows, like
Oh,
we always say like, you know, I'm 2 weeks
I think I
away
know
from turning back into Fat Paul. Like if I let down my guard for 2 weeks, I'll turn back into Fat Paul. So like, I can't
That's
like
short.
let myself like go down that path. Like I have to
Yeah.
at least like maintain a diet or some exercise. You know I can't stop for 2 weeks.
Stop for 2 weeks. Like, what is
Like the
stopping for
diet
2
or
weeks?
Yeah, then I'll become Fat Paul.
Like not do anything. Like just
Just
Like
follow-
what?
not
Like,
work out. Just
like what we're
eat.
doing. Like,
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
us.
us. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. The only thing I have is the fast, and like I have some cheat days when if I'm gonna meet with fam for an occasion, or whatever it may be, where I'm taking advantage of a McDonald's deal. That's gonna cut that day short, and I know the next few days after that I have to extend. Like I need to get that feeling where I'll burn more of that fat, because I don't know. I guess I'm not as okay. I think I could probably do more than one pull-up right now, but yeah. If I push push-ups and stuff, I probably could still. It's just the burden after, like the feeling. It's not like an accomplishment. It's like defeated after the set. It's like,
I only did that.
it's like I can't do anymore.
Like, that was not worth it.
And then
One.
you're sore for like 3 days.
I'm sore for, yeah, the recovery is so slow. It's bad. It's
Yeah.
yeah. I did when I went out skateboarding that one night. So it's just nonstop trying ollies, right? So you're just jumping all the time, like squat jumps. And I was hurting for 3 days after that day.
Yeah, but I used to working out.
I was like, what the? Oh, man. How are you sleeps? How are you guys sleeping? Broken sleep? You waking up a lot? Is it through 8 hours? Does it feel healthy sleep? What's up with that?
For me, I'm back to normal-ish. Yeah, I think obviously because since I started working, it's just been it's definitely better, but yeah, I think just the long hours for me, I just so mentally and physically drained. I just don't want to do anything. It's bad. It's a bad excuse, but yeah, that's how I am. My sleep has been pretty good. Like I sleep late, and I'm back to being used to sleeping very little and feeling okay. It's just after work, and it's when I feel tired.
Like
but,
exhausted? Yeah.
Yeah, but being able to function, I can still function like how I was able to before on very little sleep. So that's comforting.
Anyone?
Work's keeping me relatively regular.
Except when
I
you're
guess
off the next day, then
except
we
those
stay
days.
up. We stay up late.
After work, I'd be like, okay, I got 2 days. Every time we play COD at like 12, we're like, you working tomorrow? I'm like, nope. I guess we're gonna stay up till like
We
3.
can stay up I look forward to your days off, Mike. Dictates when I play that game.
Luckily my work fixes it back up again. So I do sleep at night.
Yeah. It's bad right now.
If it didn't, like those days when I think last year when we were like completely off for those few months, like my sleep got totally fucked over. Because there's nothing to do in the morning. Like if there was something to do in the morning, like go out or like, if I had purpose to do something in the morning, I'd wake up early. But yeah. If there's none, then it's like most of everyone's usually like awake at night anyway. So that's the time I want to be up. There's no incentive to wake up early.
Everyone else is.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird because I'll go to sleep at usually my bedtime's like 10:30 or 11, and then, but I'll wake up at like 2:30 or 3, and I'll stay up for an hour, like just browsing my phone. Then I'll just go back to sleep, and I'll wake up at like 6 or 7. So like, yeah, that's the weird thing. Like I sleep like that, but also, I think it's also because I'm on call like either once or twice a week, and I get multiple calls at night when I'm on call, and so that kind of wakes me up. So I'm kind of used to like just that weird, like disjointed 3 hours sleep here, 4 hours sleep, or 3 hours sleep, 3 hours sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But when you wake up, well, you guys, do you feel like sleeping more? Or you
No,
like, yeah?
I'm a morning person. Like I like to be up.
I'm definitely not a morning person.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
But I can wake up pretty quick. Like if I start at
If you have to, right? Yeah.
Yeah, if I start at 9, I'll be like 8:40, 8:49. Okay, 1 more minute. Okay. No, we're good. And then I can just.
And then you
And
chug
then,
through, yeah.
I like set up my stuff. I like ready. I'm like, okay, call. Hi, how's it going? And then, yeah, it's fine.
Those are the times where I'm so glad my job is like automatic. Like I could do it just like taking a nap. Like I could do it thinking about something else. I'd be thinking about something completely different.
Note to self: don't go to Mike in the morning.
Hey,
Or
I'll still do I'll
after
still
a
do
couple
good
days
job.
off, yeah.
I'm just saying it's automatic, man. I do a good job regardless whether I'm sleepy or not. That's what I'm glad. I'm like I could think about something completely different and be like, yeah, after work I'm gonna do this. Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, this person. Oh yeah, what does he have to do? Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, that's how I've always been. Just like if I have to wake up, it doesn't take me very long to wake up and just, get in the zone what I need to do. It's just physically getting up, I'm just like so groggy.
Oh yeah.
It's like uh, okay, bathroom, brush teeth. Okay, we're good.
Well, it's good because you have a purpose to get up. But when you don't, I can sleep the whole day. I don't know what gets me off my bed. Call of Duty, maybe.
Which is like 7 p.m.
I wake up at like I went to sleep yesterday at noon, and I woke up at 8 p.m. And today, today I napped from like noon to 3 p.m. Anyway, I'll fix that again when there's a purpose. There's no need to fix it right now, so it's working, I guess. I get most of my work done at night anyway. Kyle, how's your sleep?
As fucked up as it always is.
Oh man, I thought it was fixed.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
was fixed
yeah.
well, it was. It was nice. It
Just
was
not the
nice.
last few days, right?
Yeah, this past week has been terrible because of the drinking and then.
Oh, that's why you're out.
So like today, I got up. Well, every day I got up for the trade, but like my brain was just off. And I'm like, I can't trade like this. I can't even try. So I just kept sleeping. And then it would be like as I was recovering, I would end up just falling asleep maybe between 5 and 6 a.m. And then it's so hard to wake up 9 o'clock, pre-market. But I'll get there for sure. It's just the recovery from the alcohol thing. Today, I was able to trade. I was tired, but I did it. I think tomorrow should be better. And then by next week, I'm hoping to just be back. I'm also dealing with, because of the quality of sleep. I have never slept well. For my
In
adult
general?
life. Like I wake up a lot. I wake up all the time. Whether that be to pee or like just I'm in an uncomfortable position. So I sleep on my neck very badly sometimes without knowing. And right now I have this nasty kink in my neck, and
That's the worst.
yeah, and I get that maybe like 3 times a year or something, where I just have to. It'll go away at some point. And I realized that I need to prioritize yoga again, because yoga, when I did it regularly, it made a huge impact. And it's just like, that used to be my cool down at the gym. Like I used to do yoga almost every day. And then I just threw it out the window. So I think I need to, that's one of my big changes that I have to make. I have to help my neck, and hopefully it'll help my sleep, and then the no alcohol will help my sleep as well. And so these are, that's what I'm working on.
Oh man, I remember doing P90, doing yoga, and I got so much stronger. Holy jeez. My flexibility was like crazy after. It was so good for climbing, and then like there's no climbing.
Yeah, yoga is so beneficial. It really, really is.
Yeah.
It's definitely something that everyone should do into their like later years as well.
For sure.
Yeah, my flexibility is crap.
Yeah, same. I think the only time I ever stretched was for like back in university for b-boy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
should do that.
Even then I wasn't that flexible.
Yeah.
Like, I was so
only-
happy doing yoga, and when I was able to like do the toe touch,
Touch your toes without pain.
yeah, and I was like, oh my god. Like I remember
Yeah.
even after for a bit, like I think when we went portaging, and like I had already stopped exercising for a bit, for like a couple months, and like I was like, man, I don't even know if I can still touch my toe. Oh my god, I can still do it. I'm so flexible. This is great.
Nice.
Nice.
I only first started doing it like as I was kind of forced to when I was almost done university, and I took modern dance for like a quarter credit. And the instructor always did yoga at the beginning and at the end of every session. And it was like it was the best thing I've ever discovered. Like I knew yoga was good for you, but I never really forced myself to do it. But the amount of flexibility I got over that term, and then I did it again. I did the second course. So over those 2 terms, I got just I felt like a different person. I'm like, man, I gotta keep doing yoga. Yoga's amazing. And then I stopped. Wah, wah.
Well, just hearing about the wins, even though not a lot of us are in a win state right now. Hearing about the wins that we had, it's a little bit of a motivator. It's a little inspiring.
We can get there. Yeah,
like-
we will get there again. We just, I just need some sun. Damn, some hot
Plus, I
sun.
think everyone kind of glowed up since Waterloo. Like, I think everyone's like physically like
Glowed up, yeah.
straight up.
Oh, yeah.
Was I, man? Oh, yeah, after Waterloo, sure. But Waterloo, I was really skinny, I think.
Me too.
I was skinny, and then I got fat, and then I went skinny again. But not like 200 fat. This is the heaviest I've been. I think in university, once I there was a time when I was super light.
I think you have more muscle though, straight up. Like I agree with yeah. I think you used to have more muscle, man. Like
Yeah.
I think supine.
Like before, I used to have like
it's
thick forearms. I mean, this is mostly fat now, but there was a point where my forearms, I could like do this.
It's your shoulders too. It's your shoulders.
Yeah,
Shoulders.
forget when we were climbing like a lot. Like I could just feel like my lats, the forearms. Like it's crazy when you watch like the really like legit climbers and you see them like grip and then you just see like they have like just huge striations. It's like, oh my god. And then like I felt like at the end, like I started to see like a little bit. I was like, oh nice, I like this. things are working out. And then I stopped.
Yeah, that's good. Climbing's good. Once, oh man, I went once this year, and like I was doing once outside. It was so bad. I think it was like a 5.8. I don't know how. It's something that I should have done relatively easy in one go, but like every like couple moves, I'd be like, or like every clip, I'd be like, and after clip, because man, you got to get that clip. If you don't get that clip,
you fall.
Like
You
every
climb
clip,
your-
I'd be like, I think every clip, I'd be like, tick. Yeah, something that should have been that normally like last year, if I was given to it, I'd do it easy.
Right,
But
no
this year, I
problem.
was like, oh my god, I'm fat. But that's once I get climbing more, then I'll get more motivated to get fit. So I'm not too concerned about getting back there.
So again, it's a waiting game, right? It's like,
Yeah. I mean, I should start now to be ready to go outside now.
yeah, but outside of the actual climb sessions, did you do stuff training to improve in climbing?
There was a point where it was like in the back of my head, like to get to the next level, I should do this. Before it was like, I just climb because I like climbing. But to get to the higher level, I have to do stuff outside. Yeah.
I do so much strength training as a climber because I follow Magnus Meatball on YouTube. I'm
That
like,
guy's like a beast.
he's a monster. But like, he does these things a lot where you do pull-ups with like weighted pull-ups. So he'd hang like 3 plates and just do
Yeah,
pull-ups.
they're freaking.
Oh my
they're-
god.
He's
they're
crazy. And you do like the hang, how long you can hang.
I think there were only some instances where I was starting to train hangboard. Like I was just barely like every now and then I'd be like, yeah, let's do some hangboard. Yeah,
So
but
like,
I mean, when you're in the beginning, you really don't need to. You just climb and have fun.
You just climb.
And then there's
Like,
a
you-
point where you start to plateau. Then you're like, okay, I just could start to consider doing hangboard.
You can see how it becomes really addictive in a good way because I went like the one time with Dan and I was like,
Yeah.
"This is awesome," but like my forearms were dead after like maybe
You're like, I love this, and then 10 minutes later, you're like, oh god.
taking like a sprint and like I wasn't efficient at all with my movement. You know, I would be completely flexed, like just looking around for like my next grip, and
Mhm.
then blow out my forearms. I'm like, I can't climb anymore. Shit. And I
Yeah,
had to
that's
I had
usually
to
what
just
goes
sit
first
there.
for beginners.
My
That
first
is how it
sesh.
was with Mike.
My first sesh was with you guys too. It was cut short.
Yeah,
I can see why it's really, really healthy too. It's just a bad place with a pandemic, because there's just it's.
I know.
I
Yeah,
feel like the ventilation is not as good because it smells. I'm like, if the ventilation was really good in a gym, it shouldn't smell. But yeah, I mean, just do the outdoor stuff.
yeah.
I think
Okay.
That's actually really fun. I really like doing outdoor stuff. It's just that, oh man, the level you gotta be to go outdoors. It's better if you were, because there's only so many easy stuff. They only have like the one, they call it like a girlfriend climb. They have a couple easy ones just to like have,
Best.
you know. But then most of the good ones to really enjoy outdoors, you have to be like pretty good. And I was like just below that level. In my head, I'm like just below that level. Yeah.
and what I realized over the last year was not that we took things for granted, but just how much stuff we did extra just for fun and like activities
Yep.
that are gone. Like
Yep.
for me to play basketball, I just like it's basketball. It's like the poor man's sport. You just need a ball and a hoop. And I can't even do that. Like I haven't shot a ball since before pandemic. I'm like our chats, our crews that we all play ball together. They're all like, we're all gonna take the first shot. And we're all gonna break an air ball. We're just gonna, everyone's gonna suck that first session back, and we're all gonna. Anyway, I'm looking forward to it, but I don't even know how comfortable I'll feel playing with people I know. You know, even if they're vaccinated, am I gonna play with a mask? Are you gonna climb with a mask, guys?
So I've been part of an underground
I'm
basketball.
fine with
group here.
vaccinated people.
Underground like prohibition basketball.
Yeah. So technically, like, it hasn't been allowed.
Oh,
But the guy I know knows the manager at this rec center that is part of a popular song. But anyway, so like, we would show up at closing and we would just go into the gym, and then, like, I remember at first everyone wore masks and like there was hand sanitizer being passed around and everything, and then like that's after the first run, and then the second run is just like, oh, I can't breathe. And then started like,
so
straight
did
up
you?
just
But
went
did you
ball.
know everybody?
No, I didn't know everybody.
Oh, it
Like,
was
this
pickup?
like, through a friend. This is through a
Like,
friend.
I don't know how I
it
feel
wasn't
about-
pickup. Like, it's a private thing. It's a private thing. Like,
Yeah.
the guy who knows everybody. But like, yeah, typically, like, it wasn't the safest thing. Definitely not the safest thing. I only
Yeah.
went after I got vaccinated, but yeah, definitely.
Were
not
people
the
like
safest.
fully posting up and shit? Like,
Yeah,
back
no,
it
people were
in?
playing ball like normal.
ugh.
Do like chest bumps, like face to face.
I don't know, dude.
Skins and shirts.
Skins, shirts and skins.
Shirts and skins, that was called. Skins.
Yeah,
It's
you have like
me.
defense where the guy's hands on your face. It's like,
Yeah, like every Wednesday night.
oh, I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous. I want to play ball. I really miss
Yeah.
ball.
It's just shooting
Yeah.
and trying to shoot.
Yeah, I just
I
want to
used
shoot
to
too.
do that.
I don't know.
Like, I don't
Like-
even want to go to the outdoor rim because it's like, how many other people use that? And I fully saw street runs pick up, and I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm not going in there. I'm like, I don't want, I don't feel safe going in there. You know, I don't know any of these people. Slobbering.
Yeah, must be like no. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I was doing outdoor volleyball during the summer.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Wait,
That was
Lord, I
fun.
would love to just practice.
we didn't do any volleyball last Kincardine, did we?
No, because
No.
it flooded. Like the water
It was
Yeah.
super high, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, the surf waves. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People
that
surf
was
here?
Crazy.
Oh, were they surfing? Oh, that sounds so fun.
Yeah.
Tons of
dude, the
surfers
waves
came
were
in, dude.
huge.
Like,
the waves were going over the pier. Like you couldn't really go near the pier and jump off. And then there was the next day where it was just like still.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
we're just like, this is awesome.
that was nice.
Ah, I'm looking forward to that. I think that's the only thing I have to look forward to. What else is there's nothing.
Yeah, we got in shape for Kincardine, boys. Let's do it.
I again.
Well, that's an
I
easy
guess
one.
that's it.
That's-
Yeah, like
I
start
just,
now.
I don't want that to be the only thing, because then it's not until August, and I'm like, okay, that means if I start in like July.
Got 1
Yeah.
month to lose. Like,
but then I don't like the after effect of like a goal, like a beach trip, like even DR, because after it's like, oh, then it's regression again. It's like it's just
yeah,
you
there's
just
too
do
much,
a lot of drinking, and then it's
yeah.
just oh, okay, well,
You don't want to put that one event on a pedestal. And
Yeah.
fall off right after.
I mean it happens. It's been happening over the past years. It's just a thing, but I
should-
think it's the only thing that keeps us in check in the summer.
We should definitely do portaging again. I'm so down for that.
Yeah, is that even?
Look that up. I
Is
should look
that-
that up. I would totally do that. That was fun.
I mean,
Just
100%.
let's book last minute again.
Let's
see
just
what
go.
happens.
Let's just go
See what
bushwhacking.
happens.
Well, I did the pre-register thing, but I don't know when my vaccine is. But I did the.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, because they opened it up to 18 plus now. So
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Nice.
yeah, all Ontario, I think by next Monday, it's 30 and over.
Are you registered, F? Like, are you have a date and everything?
No, I haven't even.
Oh, you don't. Okay. I'm surprised that I pre-registered before after.
Me too. Me too. I did not think you were gonna do it till like December.
My mom kind of pushed me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so they were on top of it. I was like, how would you know before FJ?
Yeah, I got
Guess
an
they
email
were.
like the day it came. Like, I got an email from my mom.
Oh, my parents have been telling me get it, and I'm
You're
like,
gonna get this vaccination, right? And I'm like, yes. I don't want to, but yes.
Be
And I
Pfizer,
basically told her, I'm like, I'm basically doing this so I can travel.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
yeah, but won't be till later.
Oh, at least you'd be ready. You still need like the couple months before the second dose, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
You need double dose to travel. Yeah,
Yes.
probably.
Yeah.
Who knows? It might change by then.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
It goes to microchips by then.
By then, like honestly, you guys,
Neuralink.
you know, New York, you could do pop-up vaccinations.
Yeah,
For tourists.
Yeah.
drop-ins. Yeah, I'll just go there.
The J&J too. You could just go in and get the J&J one and done. And
Yeah, one and done.
I don't think we have Do we have?
Do we
that
have
here?
J&J here?
No, we don't.
I don't think
Are
so.
we? Are we gonna get it? Maybe.
I don't. No idea.
When?
I
when
saw
Did they like recall a bunch?
yeah, I saw an article saying like
Oh, America
we're not
sent us
doing
the badge.
J&J anymore.
Oh, okay.
We as a country just said no to it. I think.
why did people get clot? Is that why?
Well,
They had clots, and I think there was something about Moderna and J&J vaccines getting kind of mixed up or some shit.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
well, there was
Yeah.
some bad stuff as well where it was a whole batch of like something million was mismanaged. Like it wasn't at a certain temperature. They had to fucking throw
Yeah.
them all away, or
Yeah,
maybe
I
they
think-
used some of them somewhere. Who knows? Like what the
Yeah.
like. So it was
I
just.
think there was an issue with one of J&J's batches, and the ones that were sent to Canada were part of that batch. That's what I heard on the news. I don't know if that's true or not, but
Yeah, there's some fishy thing happened because if you need to be a certain temperature, and you're shipping it all over the place, like it's like, man, who knows? Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, they stopped at the side of the road and just like charged people. Like, all right,
Charged.
step right up, step right up. $100 a vaccine.
Free needle here, get your free needles. It's like
one and done.
right next to a place where you throw away your discarded needles.
I'm seeing
Yeah,
more and
these are-
more like random vans at the side of roads selling random things. You guys
Oh
see
yeah,
that?
that's hustling though.
Yeah, people just
Awesome.
people
Till the
I-
cops. Yeah.
Someone tried to sell me the FJ special actually
The white
at
van
theirs.
cam.
Oh,
Speakers.
recently?
Speakers out of their van. And I was like,
FJ.
bro, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Just recently? Really?
Yes,
That's
at
back
a Zara
out?
parking lot.
There's always
Uh,
new people.
Wow.
It was
There's
some
always
Middle
new
Eastern
people.
brothers. Like it was funny. It was funny. Like we had a little laugh after it. I was like, dog, I'm good, man. I'm good, bro.
I just see a bunch of mango vans. You guys see the mango vans? No.
Ooh, is it mango?
No, I don't think we have that here.
Pretty sure it's
Like,
not.
Is it,
They're not
is it
allowed
good
to do
mango? Yeah, but is it good mango?
I didn't
Where
stop.
do they get the mangoes from?
that. I don't
Where
know,
they get
man.
mango from?
I don't.
So intrigued by the mango.
Yeah, why mangoes?
Wait, is it
like,
good, man? Is it good,
like they used to sell. I know the farmers back in Mississauga. This is way before. Like they used to sell corn.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
saw
the
that.
farmers actually sold the corn, but who's growing mangoes here? Where are they getting the mangoes
We
from?
got a huge rejection batch from groceries. I don't know. But there were two on the same road. I just driving down Steeles for, further than the duration, but I'd say within 5 kilometers of each other. Same looking van, same double doors open, same batch of mangoes in the back.
If I were to guess, because a lot of our mangoes come from Mexico, and probably what happened was like the farmers just kept working anyway. Fuck it. So they still have all these mangoes.
I'd
And
be
then
buying
all of
them
a sudden
straight.
it's like
Those
everything
mangoes.
shuts down. They gotta sell these mangoes. So they're pushing
Discount
they're pushing product,
mangoes.
man. They're pushing product. And I would buy some, but I don't like those Mexican mangoes. If it was like Julie mango from the Caribbean, oh shit, those would sell out.
So
So-
they're just selling the mango, or are they doing like the whole entire put the chili pepper and stuff on
It just
I'll
looked
cut
like
it for you.
it seriously just looked like boxes of mangoes. Like
Yeah, it sounds like they just want to move product, and it's probably there's nothing wrong with them. They go bad. You gotta
Yeah.
move.
yeah.
Maybe there's cocaine in them. You never know.
Yeah, you cut
Better deal.
It's
It's like, why are these
like
mangoes
little-
$100?
on them cocaine. You're like, oh my god.
$100 mango.
No, I'm pretty sure the cops were driving by and just shutting them down.
Why? You could have those Mennonites. They open up on the road here in Waterloo.
Yeah.
They open
That's-
up on the road all the time selling strawberries and like raspberries and blackberries.
Is
and
that
corn.
legal?
It doesn't look legal, but like they don't care.
Yeah,
I
whatever.
mean, I know there's lots of Mennonites up there, and I'm assuming some jurisdiction they could probably do that, but here in Markham, like,
Well, it's such a
off
normal thing
steals.
to me.
yeah,
Yeah, like St. Jacobs is right. It's a
right.
less than 10-minute drive,
Yeah.
so I
You
see a
best-
lot of that.
Yeah, you pass by a lot of farms where they just have the sign. You just have to drive up their driveway, and they sell a bunch of stuff straight off
I
the
wonder
farm.
I wonder how COVID affected the Mennonites.
They're fine.
Yeah.
Mind you, let me.
Are they gonna get
They're like, the end
vaccines?
has come.
locally, they were responsible for our spike in Waterloo because
really?
they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
and if they get sick, it's God's. They're
God
meant
will
to be
be-
sick, and like
God's
so we had this
damnation.
huge spike. I think all of the Mennonites got it, and then after they're just like whatever.
Now
'Cause
they have
they're,
herd
like,
immunity.
farmers, so they're strong, and so they just live through it. So it's all good.
Just like,
So now they're all good. I
where'd your
swear,
brother go?
they're all good. None of them died.
Went down
None
with
of
the
them died.
I'm kidding. I don't know, but I see a lot of Mennonites. Like they're still good. So
I mean,
That's
they
like
reproduce at high numbers, man. So I don't know.
yeah, they were smaller numbers at one point, like all of them. But then we got some, the elderly homes. We got some of those at the early spikes, but most of it was Mennonites.
Mm.
Because at the beginning they were like anti-mask, like the original anti-mask.
Mhm.
Because what are they gonna do? Like they have to go and knit their own masks now. Like,
Crochet mask. Oh my goodness. These
They
jokes.
could build all these farms and everything, but it's like make a mask. They're like, no, it's too much work.
you know, I
You're
mean,
gonna raise the barn,
I'll
raise
raise
the
the
mask.
barn, but make a mask. It's too much work.
they got some power here though. 'Cause
Straw
I think-
masks.
I don't know.
They've
They,
opened up.
they provide a lot of the veggies and the meats. Like, we got a lot of animal farmers around here, local too, that do like cows and sheep and pig.
Oh. So
In fact, anyway,
why was COVID affects not just humans, right? It affects all living creatures.
well, right when it started, they were saying that these big cats in this zoo got COVID, and they
Right.
were like sick. So, I guess it can affect animals. I don't know.
Like you know, monkeys,
They
elephants,
said they found
cows,
it,
pigs. How are these butcher like you know not ranches with like really condensed populations of species not getting it in the food or what? You
Well,
know
I
what
don't
I mean?
know. I don't know if like a cow gets COVID if you then butcher it and eat the meat, you get COVID from the meat. I don't.
No,
I don't
no,
think-
not like that. But I mean, like, how is this like the like the spread and like all of these cows all of a sudden got sick, have symptoms, and they have no energy. They're all like, they become
They're
Kobe
lazy
cows.
anyway. You don't even know. It's like cows
Well,
just sit there anyway.
I mean, we're exposed to a ton of viruses and bacteria that like other animals in the wild aren't exposed to, and they don't get sick from it. And, you know, we don't get sick, or they might get sick from it, and we don't. You know, like it just depends on the species.
Just
of
weird to
bacteria.
not hear of any farms where outbreak in any of the
I think there was one.
the livestock. You know, like chickens.
No, it
and-
affected the mink. What do you call it?
Minks. That's what it was.
Minks.
Something.
Minks in like
It's
Norway.
like ferrets or something. Yeah, there was a
Yeah,
farm. They had to kill the whole.
They had to kill the whole entire.
You have to get,
like,
I read that on Reddit. Yeah, that was crazy.
mink trade.
Why did some
Yeah, 'cause they
human like have sex with minks? like,
What?
like
No.
how are they?
It's the jump. It's not like it's a rare occurrence for like a mutation to happen between like an animal and a human, right?
Right.
So when it does happen, then it's big news because there's been a jump in between species.
Oh.
Like the
Yeah,
the bird
that's why.
flu.
Yeah, like where did COVID even come from? It came from they say
Bats,
it's from like
right?
a bat or like a whatever they had at the wet market.
Man-made.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's rare to
Yeah, I think it's man-made.
it's rare for something to jump from an animal to a human, right? So, but when it does
Okay.
happen, then you can
Yeah, like the
From a
bird flu,
human to an
swine
animal?
flu, like
yeah,
that-
that can happen too, right? Like that's what happened with the minks or whatever.
Yeah, minks. Yeah.
It's not like the viruses that thrive in us will thrive in any other animal. It's very
Right.
It can be very specific to.
What if they're running low on mink coats and they're like, we need an excuse to like get some mink fur like right now.
So let's
just
make
say
a virus
behind
for the
it.
humans.
Behind
not
it.
They had to kill the whole
make the
entire-
headline and say, "Yo, all these minks got COVID. We gotta kill
Oh
them."
yeah, true.
And then
The,
they-
the
you
company
know,
behind it is Canada Goose.
all these nice new coats coming out, like fresh mink dog. Ooh.
Moose knuckle. Oh boy. Okay. So that makes sense. Like Ebola was just humans.
Ebola came
Ebola
from
was actually
monkeys.
there for a while.
Ebola
Yeah.
had some
I
of the- I think.
Yeah, I read about it. It's really funny. I read about it back in university, and I did a project about Ebola with
Yeah.
Lawrence. I don't know if you remember Lawrence.
I don't know what. Yeah.
But we were literally studying it in university and be like, man, we would be fucked if this ever came out. When it came out, I'm like, damn, yo.
Yeah,
Fucked.
yeah.
Oh man, we're fucked.
Yeah. I was like, good thing it's contained there.
Yeah,
Outbreak.
Ebola kind of scary. Yeah,
Quarantine.
it's back and. Ugh.
Yeah, because
Oh,
like
man.
different animals, like different species, like we have a different internal temperature from other animals. We have a different pH from other animals. So like that's why bacteria and viruses and everything, doesn't usually survive.
I can
Okay.
tell you who was raccoons. They're good. They will fight off anything.
because they eat anything.
Or they just reproduce enough that the dead ones will just.
Well, I guess, well, yeah, rats and raccoons, right? They would be the bottom dwellers, like crabs in the ocean or something. Crustaceans, lobsters eat the crap. Anywho.
You done?
Well, yeah, I guess. You know, we'll talk about. I mean, okay. Last thing I want to say then, because I've noticed certain people either in social media or whatever. I know mental fortitude. I'm pretty good. You know, like, but if I'm struggling, I can't even imagine some of the people who don't have really good mental fortitude, what they're going through, and I relied on Discord. This circle, I've gotten closer to some of you with Discord than I had before COVID. So like I'm thankful to have this circle on like a daily basis, just to feel like there's presence, because I live alone. There's very, very little human interaction here. So I feel like super blessed for Discord. And, you know, I'm also very thankful and blessed for, like, the social assistance from the government, too. That's been helpful, like, financially or whatever. So, yeah, I guess, thanks, guys. Thanks, Brack, for freaking just being accessible. I don't know, because I know people who don't have circles like this. Maybe they have, like, fam, or just, like, a brother or a sister, or... But they're not like this. It doesn't feel like, hey, just talk to whatever, or have a true Brack chat. Even that, or even the Instagram funnies Instagram thing. Just random mediums where we could just sort of, you know, on a whim share things with each other, but it feels connected at least. And it's dope. Yeah, gaming, of course. Thanks to gaming, which was the start of everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've relied on this. I've relied on Brack mentally, just to feel like I've been part of connected or something still, like relevant. That's probably it, because I feel disconnected everywhere else. So, I'm glad. I'm blessed.
I share the same sentiment. Sometimes I may disappear for a little while, but it's nice to know that I always know, like, there is a place to just come to. Like, I'm like, all right, I want to hang out again. Like, let me just see who's in Discord. I'm like, fucking, there's somebody always in Discord. So,
Yeah.
it's nice.
Agreed.
And as disconnected and strange as, like, a chat would be, you know, it's so impersonal, but it's still a conversation. It may not move at the same pace as a conversation like this, but it's still a conversation. It's just really delayed. So we're still being social, so that's good.
It's just on pause.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just
Or
it's like a wacky conversation.
Or when I come in and it's like unread 69 messages or 103 messages, it's like, oh, this is gonna take some time.
Like, yeah, that was
You just
me.
picture the
Oh my
conversation happening like
That was
super
me.
fast.
Yeah. Oh my god, like I'll look at my phone sometimes at work, see, and it'd be like, okay, yeah, there's 30 unread messages, and I'll look like a minute later and there's like 70, and I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Hot topic that day.
Oh no.
Me, I'm ready. I'd be like, after a patient, I'd be like, okay, let's see what they're. I finished cleaning my room a bit early.
The only stuff I miss is because when I go to sleep. So when I wake up, I have to catch up to everything during the day. I'm up all night, no one talks. So, anywho, cool guys. Anything else? Any words of encouragement to our lovely viewers? To chat, followers.
Stay positive.
Hang in there, guys.
Just to you guys, good luck with your, if you're making any changes, you know, immediately or like soon. Good luck with them. I would definitely am going to implement some changes myself. I have, and so
Yeah.
I'll let you know how that goes at some point.
Hey, baby steps.
Baby steps.
Right.
Just do a set, guys. Just if ever you're just like you're blank, just remember the words. Do a set.
Mine is I can jump on COD real quick.
It's like I got
One quick round.
No, it's like I got a couple games before Sharon gets home.
Yeah.
Sharon's home. Oh yeah, she needs to rest for a bit. One game.
It's tired. Yeah, she's tired.
Yeah. Just sleep.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
sleep. It's okay.
Cody needs
No
some
worries.
Cody needs some you time. So all right. GG's guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching, chat. We will see you next week.
Be
10:30
good.
PM. It'll be number 20, so it's a mukbang. And Warren's gonna do 100 chicken McNuggets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You should each do it. That'd be
I'll probably do 20.
I wonder if
Maybe
you could put like a
50.
count on the screen.
It's very expensive. Hold on, let me see. What's the cheapest? Burger King?
Probably $20.
Burger King's cheaper, but it's not the same.
Burger King's what? $3 for 10? That's $30.
Here you could get 20 for $5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
McDonald's
100 is a lot, though.
20 McDonald's.
McDonald's 6 is like $10.
Yeah.
6 is $10.
The quality is way different though. Like our nuggets here
Yeah,
are
yeah.
way better, infinitely
They
better.
are. The nuggets in Canada are better.
Yeah.
It's like all white meat chicken. It's,
Yeah.
it's good shit.
I've had the ones in the US and Texas one, and it was not good. I got it. I got it. I'm like, I have to try it. I have to do it.
Was it brown? Was it like the old school chicken
It was brown.
McNuggets?
Yeah, it's brown.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not brown anymore, but I still don't think it's like the pink shit. Like I don't even know what it is.
Oh, the pink goo that comes out.
Hey, McDonald's Canada uses the same pink goo stuff too. And they just have like cookie cutter stuff. So there's 3 different shapes or 4 different shapes.
Well, I don't know. I read somewhere that basically debunked that, and even it's not pink. That picture that everyone's picturing, that's not the nugget thing.
Oh.
Okay.
It's,
That's
That's like
chewing
false.
gum.
yeah, it's like that's not even the McDonald's back.
It's like even worse. It's like, that's KFC.
Yeah. Apparently, it's just not healthy. It's all the leftover parts of the chicken, just blend it up. Like Jamie
Yeah.
Oliver did a piece of it, and like you treat it with like ammonia and stuff, and then you have to
bleach it?
give it color. You got to give it the color, so you add it.
You add pink, and then you bleach it.
Yeah, you bleach it, then you color it, so it's the color you want, and then yeah, it's whatever.
No, I just remember chicken McNuggets from 90s, and it was like cardboard brown inside. It was,
Yeah,
and
the
it
ones
wa-
I had.
It
like
wasn't
that.
battered either. Yeah.
Bye,
Anywho.
Paul.
Bye, Paul. Later.
You go.
All right.
But yeah,
GG.
but I read like the level, at least for the Canadian McDonald's, not the level, what is it?
Quality?
The standards
Oh, standard.
that are set are just way higher for the product than
I think that's overall like our food and drug standards, right? Isn't it?
I would hope so. Who knows, man? Who knows? Like our tacos in Taco Bell seem the same, the exact same. Because when I had Taco Bell in Houston, I'm like, this is the same, but they're way cheaper in Houston.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like
Because it's
like,
Tejas.
they're like 70 cents, 60 cents, 70 cents.
Oh damn.
It's amazing.
Alrighty.
Anyways,
See you
sorry.
next week, guys. Thanks
was
for
still on.
watching. Oh, it's still on. We did not sign off.